Let's take you live to Sydney now. The Deputy Opposition Leader, Sussan Lee, is speaking, talking about aged care, but also what we've been talking about today, Alice Springs and Northern Territory more broadly, and the level of child abuse we're seeing.
Albanese wanted to sound impressive at the election, and Annika Wells wanted to look impressive in the Parliament. So they rushed in changes to aged care, and they rushed in move to 24/7 nurses, an entire year ahead of what the Royal Commission recommended. There were a lot of people out there who voted for Labor because they thought they would deliver better aged care services. Well, today, because of Anthony Albanese's rushed changes, which went totally against the advice of the experts, aged care homes are closing across the country. The sector said this would happen. The coalition said this would happen. In recommending a timeline 1 year later, the Royal Commission said this would happen. The warnings have been clear for months. Now the government says, oh well, if providers need more time, we'll try and make it work. It's a bit like saying, after the train tracks need repair, we'll look at doing work after a multi-vehicle train crash occurs because of dodgy work on the tracks. It's time for the Albanese government to put their hand up and accept responsibility for this and deal with the crisis that they've created here. The aged care minister is not up to it, and she's gone missing in action. So the Prime Minister needs to cut his holidays short, come and deal with the crisis. Now, just some brief remarks on Alice Springs. As a mother, as an Australian, as a human being, I cannot fathom how we are not seeing better, more urgent and more humane responses to the national tragedy in the Northern Territory, from Labor governments in both Canberra and Darwin. Instead of demonstrating leadership, we are seeing political accusations levelled at Peter Dutton that are quite frankly disgusting. Peter Dutton started his working life as a cop. It was his job to go into broken and damaged homes and save children. This is what he did, day in and day out. He was there to protect kids who had no one to protect them. So to accuse Peter Dutton of playing politics with children is so offensive and